Hello everyone, welcome you in this physics video. So today we are having this capacitor. We will learn about where we are using this capacitor and how we can show this capacitor in our electrical circuit. So first let us to define what is this capacitor. So capacitor is system of two conductors which is separated by an insulator, so that can store large amount of charge. So for what purpose we are using this capacitor? They are used to store large amount of charge. Okay, so over here student, we are having, let us suppose that it is conductor 1, it is conductor number 1, and there it is conductor number 2. Okay, so there it is conductor number 2. So these two conductor, they are separated by insulator. Insulator means air may be there or some other medium may be there which is insulating medium. So they are separating these two conductor, which is already written over here. Okay, so if student, I will remove positive charge from this conductor number 2, what I am going to do, positive charge I am going to remove. So these positive charge, when I will give it to conductor 1, so which charge will start to increase on conductor 1? It is positive charge. Okay, so positive charge will start to increase on this conductor 1, and over here which charge that will exceed in this conductor number 2? So that positive charge is going to decrease, so therefore negative charge will exceed on it. Okay, so as much the positive charge you will give over here, let it be q, so much is the negative charge will exceed at this point. Okay, so over here student, if we will say that how much is the net charge, so what are these? That system of two conductor which is separated by some insulating medium, that is said to be capacitor. So this is capacitor. Okay, so how much is the net charge of a capacitor? So we will find that there is a charge q on one and minus q on the other, so it is net charge is 0. But remember this, that q, the charge on one of the conductor, okay, is known as charge of, known as charge of capacitor. Okay, so what thing is there, that the charge which is on one of the conductor, it is known as charge of capacitor. Why it is said one of the conductor? Because here it is plus q, here it is minus q, so both are equal. Okay, so therefore it is said over there that whatever the charge on one of the conductor, that will be the charge of the capacitor. Okay, now over here student, when the charge exceeded over here, positive charge exceeded over here, so it becomes high potential and this becomes at a low potential. Okay, so what happens over there, there is the potential difference. So this potential difference is over there, which is v1 minus of v2. Okay, and we have already defined this one, that potential difference is what? It is the work done in taking the charge from second conductor to the first conductor against the field. Okay, so this conductor number 1, its field is toward right, and we are bringing the charge from this conductor number 2 to that left side. So therefore this work done, whatever we are going to do, it will be equal to that potential difference. Okay, so you can say that it is work done in moving the charge from second to first. Okay, so that is equal to potential difference. Now student, just look over here. As we are known in our previous those derivations, that electric field is directly proportional to the charge. Okay, so more is the charge, more is the electric field between the region of these two conductor. Okay, so therefore student, we also come to know about that this electric field in relation with that of this electric potential. Okay, so there we are known that more is the potential difference, more is the electric field. What this electric field is directly proportional to charge. So in return, we can say that this potential difference is directly proportional to the charge. Okay, so what we said over here, that this potential difference is directly proportional to the charge which is on that capacitor or on that conductor. Okay, so if I'm going to remove this proportionality sign, then I will use a constant over here, student, and this is C, and equality sign is used. So I have that. On rearranging it, I can write it as Q equal to CV. Okay, so this is the charge on the capacitor. Okay, so C is what? It is said to be capacity of the capacitor, or either it is said to be capacitance. What is this? Capacity or capacitance. Okay, so C is capacitance, and V is what over there? It is the potential difference between the two conductor. Okay, now over here, student, that this capacitance, what is it? So let us to understand about of it. Capacitance. So as we come to know that this charge of the capacitor is given by CV, so C is equal to Q by V. Okay, so capacitance is what? It is ability of capacitor to store the charges. Okay, it is what? Ability of the capacitor to store the charges. So this is said to be its capacitance, or we can define it and defined as that of to raise the potential difference by 1 volt. Okay, if you want to raise this potential difference by 1 volt, so the charge which is required by us, that will be the capacity of this capacitor. So over here what we said that charge required to raise the potential difference of capacitor by 1 volt. 1 volt is known as capacitance. So over here, student, this is also known as electrical capacitance. Okay, so this capacitance, how we are going to measure? So unit that we are going to take over here, unit of capacitance. So we are looking over here that formula Q by V. So this Q, it is in that of coulomb, while this potential difference is in volt. So it is what? Coulomb per volt, and this is said to be as farad. This group of unit, it is farad. So here it is farad. So capital F is there. Okay, so this is the unit which we are using for measurement of capacitance, or either capacity of the capacitor. Now student, over here that how we can show this capacitor in our that diagram. Okay, so therefore student, I'm taking this one as first that symbol of capacitor. How we can show this capacitor? Okay, so these capacitors are having two conducting medium which are separated from each other by a gap. Okay, so here it is first conductor, it is the second conductor, both of them they are separated by a gap by insulating medium. Okay, and there this second conductor you can make the connection with it, and this first conductor you can make the connection of this one in the circuit. Okay, or either if you want to charge the capacitor, so you can connect this with the battery. Okay, so these two terminal will connected with the battery, so it is two terminal device over here. So this is that capacitor which is of fixed value, it is fixed capacitor. Okay, while if we are going to change the value of this capacitor, so then we are going to call this is as variable capacitor. So thus we are having over here that capacitor could be of fixed value, or they could be of variable value. Okay, now the next student after this, that this capacitance. So over here we are going to learn capacitance depends on what factor? Depends upon So the factors on which it is going to depend. So first thing that student, later in the derivation we will come to know what we should to remember this, that it depends upon that size of this capacitor, thereafter size, shape and separation. Okay, so these things on which this capacitance is going to depend. Now one thing that we have to learn over here, student, that as we have written that this capacitance is what, q y v. Okay, now check over there. If anyhow I'm mm, managing that this potential difference will be decreased for given charge. Okay, what I'm saying over here, if I will manage to decrease this potential difference, so for given charge what will increase then? So this capacity will increase. Okay, what I did that for given charge q, this potential difference is decreased, so the capacity will increase. What the question is there, how we can decrease this potential difference? So potential difference, that means we have to reduce, we have to decrease over there this electric field. Okay, and this electric field can be decreased by using dielectric medium. Okay, so over there that we are having, this is dielectric medium. So thus over here, student, in our today's topic we come to know that what is capacitor and what is its use, how we can find out the charge on a capacitor, symbol of a capacitor, and the factor on which this capacitor is going to depend. So this is all from my today's video. Thank you for watching.